Someone wrote in and shared that a prospective partner of theirs was terrified that she might be compelled to become lesbian or bisexual if we even occasionally opened our relationship up to women. Could we talk a little bit about how to define orientation and what that means?
Absolutely. I'm Reid from reidaboutsex.com, and I so want to be funny in this video.
I'm Cathy from theintimacydojo.com, and I really appreciate the question because a lot of people are confused and uncertain. I know the first time I kissed a woman and liked it, I thought I had to be a lesbian.
Just like that Miley Cyrus song.
Yeah.
It was Miley Cyrus. Oh, Katy Perry! I'm so sorry, Katy. I'm so sorry.
She's never going to speak to you now. It's all over. But we get to define who we are, how we want to define ourselves. And I understand the confusion and the hesitancy that can come there. So I really appreciate you sharing and asking this because there's probably a lot of people that wonder about it.
Mm-hmm. The Sex Geek, I will speak for all Sex Geeks, not. My advice is your fear that you're going to turn into something because you go explore something is really a misunderstanding of labels. Like, we're taught that things in life are very black or white. You know, you must be this or that, or, you know, Republican or Democrat. So if you like kissing girls, then you must be a lesbian. Mm-hmm. Or if you like sucking dick and you're a dude, you must be gay. No.
They're boxes that just...
Like, that all went away in the 80s, folks. Like, we are further along now. And you get to basically be whoever you want to be. And if people want to bust your balls or your ovaries about that, then you just tell them very politely, with an open heart, compassionately staring them in the eyes, being present with them, Reid and Cathy very truly said, suck it. If you're worried that you might like it, well, is it the worry that you might have to change your orientation?
Mm-hmm. I think it's useful to ask that person what they think that would mean, because our society has so many definitions and rules about if you are this, you must be that. If you're female, you must act this way. If you're a lesbian, you must look like this. So asking and kind of pulling out some of the subconscious beliefs around it might release a lot of stress, because I know I've had friends or clients come to me and say that if I'm a lesbian, I have to look a certain way and wear combat boots and
not sleep with men.
Yeah. And the truth is, whatever label, however we want to choose to define our orientation, we get to be just who we are. And once we identify what the subconscious beliefs are, we can erase them a lot better.
Yeah. The other thing that can help is that it might be that you just haven't found the label that's encompassing enough for you. That's a label you want to wear.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe you're pansexual, or maybe you're genderqueer, or maybe you're, you know, a unicorn with penguin tendencies. Like, it doesn't matter. But creating a label, and the one that I would recommend to everyone, is that you are awesome sexual.
Yeah, I love
And this
that
is
one.
stealing from my friend Lauren. And Lauren, if you're watching, thank you for that. I will not reveal your last name, unless you tell me to. The awesome sexual basically means if you're awesome, I might want to sleep with you. And then it's not about gender, and it's not about having to, you know, then because I claim the term or the label lesbian was put upon me, I must abide by all these rules. It's, you know, the orientation is, well, I'm curious, I like people, and if something feels consensual and healthy, then I can do whatever I want. Yeah. And so then you don't have to be, your identity doesn't have to be defined by the labels, and you can take labels and reappropriate them and make them mean whatever you want. Like, you're a lesbian who sleeps with men, or you're bisexual, but for the most part you sleep mostly with, you know, the opposite sex. Like, whatever that is for you, you get to create and claim those terms as an act of reclamation. And maybe there's a term already out there that works really well for you, you just haven't run into it yet.
I also encourage you to watch Reid's video on dating your species, or do look at the article he has on reidaboutsex.com, because if this person, this prospective partner, doesn't choose to find a way to feel comfortable with this and you want to have open relationships where this works, they may not be your species.
I don't know that I have a response to that. I think that was very wise, but I can't tell if it was because you're citing my material or if it was just a good answer.
So as you get to know this prospective partner deeper, you may want to say, is this going to be a match? Is this going to be too much work to try to make this puzzle piece fit? And just have a boundary for yourself. How far am I willing to go outside of my comfort zone and my compatibility to find a relationship?
Mm-hmm. And maybe you just look at labels and exploring things in your life like a Rubik's Cube. You just keep changing. And that's the nature of how you want to play with your sexuality and your relationships. The important thing, I think, is to give yourself permission to not be perfect, to try things and to also not like them, as well as try things and like them. And that you liking something doesn't mean you have to change your identity or how you present yourself in the world.
Yeah, if you kiss a woman, you're not automatically forevermore labeled as a lesbian, and you can say, I love that, do that more, or I never want to do that again. It's okay.
The important thing is, are they good kissing? Comments below. What do you think? Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Bye.